February 24th, 2020, Winter Park, Florida. At 1:01 p.m., a 911 call reports a medical emergency.
911, what is the location of your emergency? 4748 France Court, apartment 3.
4748, what's the street name?
France, F-R-A-N-T-D.
And the apartment number?
3.
Is this a police or medical?
My boyfriend is dead.
The caller, Sarah Boone, is in a state of visible distress. She describes a playful evening, alcohol, hide and seek, a tragic accident involving a blue suitcase.
4748 France, correct?
Correct.
All right, great. Now tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in his case and we were playing. And like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep, and I woke up, and he was dead in the suitcase, so I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Apartment 3?
Yes, like he has, like, blood coming out of his mouth, and I don't know if, like, he had, like, an aneurysm or what happened.
Right, okay, all right, okay. Listen, we're getting help out there, too.
But nearly 14 hours before this call, her iPhone XS had already recorded a different reality.
Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh. That's what I feel like when you cheat on me.
Sarah,
Fuck you!
please, Sarah.
She believed deletion was enough. The system archived the rest. In the initial interrogation, Boone provides a detailed account of negligence. She describes the moment Jorge Torres Jr. climbed into the suitcase. In her version, the atmosphere was light, playful. She admits to zipping the suitcase shut, but insists she fell asleep shortly after, believing he could exit on his own.
The problem is I fell asleep. I fell asleep.
When did you do CPR?
This morning, when I found it.
Before you called?
Yes!
1 o'clock right now.
I tried. I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs, and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. And that's when I found him, and I took him out, and I tried doing CPR, and then I called him, and then I called you guys.
Did he get here before the fire department got here?
Who?
Your husband? Or your ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay. Where did he live at?
Right down the street.
Okay. So you were playing and who zipped him up in?
I did, but then I fell asleep.
Okay. You're okay. I wasn't here. I'm just trying to figure out what happened.
I fell asleep, so I don't know if he suffocated or like had an aneurysm or a heart attack or what.
What kind of medical conditions does he have?
None that I know of.
Nothing that you know of.
This is the analog version. It is subjective. It relies on memory, a faculty Boone frequently claims is blurred. Detectives listen, observing the friction between her statements and the physical evidence at the scene. They are waiting for the extraction results from item number 4. Digital memory is absolute. Forensic extraction recovered 2 deleted files from Boone's device. Timestamps, 11:12 p.m. and 11:23 p.m. In the 11:12 p.m. file, distress is audible.
Sarah, I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously.
The recording shows Jorge Torres Jr. struggling for air. His words are urgent. His breathing is labored. Boone's response is captured with clarity. She does not intervene. She does not unzip the suitcase. Instead, she references past grievances.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah. Sarah. Sarah.
Stupid.
Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it up. Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
Sarah. 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 Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
That's on you.
Sarah, I can't breathe.
It's on you.
Sarah.
Real ransom. Might want to give it for it extra. Because I got this.
Sarah.
Real ransom.
Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh. That's what I feel like when you jingle me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Can't breathe, Sarah.
Yeah. You should probably shut the fuck up.
Sarah.
The recording challenges her claim of accident. Metadata confirms the phone was held in a fixed position, framing the suitcase while the events unfolded. The game had ended. The documentation had begun. The most critical evidence is the timeline between the final recording and the 911 call. 11:23 p.m., the final recording ends. 8 a.m., the device is unlocked. 8 a.m., social media is accessed. 11 a.m., no emergency call has been placed. While Jorge Torres Jr. remained inside the suitcase, Boone's digital life continued. Device activity logs indicate movement and continued usage within the apartment. Emails are checked, applications are used. 12:30 p.m., an outgoing call is placed. Not to 911. She calls her ex-husband first.
February 24th, you actually got in touch with the defendant.
I think it was like 12:30 or something.
And when you actually got in touch with her, what did she tell you on the phone?
That George was dead, and if I would come over.
Did she say what happened to him?
I don't remember if she told me then on the phone or when I got there, but she told me they had been playing hide and seek and that she fell asleep.
What did you advise her to do?
I told her she needed to call 911 and that I would come over as soon as I could.
1:01 p.m. Emergency services are finally contacted. This sequence reveals a series of choices, each one contradicting the narrative of a sleeping witness. The detectives place the iPhone Xs on the table.
And what is said to be contained inside of that envelope?
An Apple iPhone Model XS with a pink case.
All right, and while you were on scene?
I was requested to come out. I was informed from the detectives that the user of the device gave consent for us to download her phone. So I responded out, and once I located the phone, I immediately started to extract the data from the phone.
The jury is shown the footage. They observe the contrast between Boone's hysterical 911 call and her steady tone during the recording. They see her response to the situation in real time. Boone's demeanor shifts. Cooperation is replaced by defensive silences and claims of memory loss.
February 25th, 2020, when they first showed you the video, that you didn't remember taking that. Remember that?
I do.
And your testimony is you do remember taking that video,
I do.
but you don't remember taking that photograph 9 minutes prior.
Correct.
Madam Clerk, if you could please publish the verdict.
In the Circuit Court of the 9th Judicial Circuit and in Orange County, Florida, case number 2020 CF 2603, the state of Florida versus Sarah Boone. Verdict. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of murder in the second degree as charged in the information.
December 2024. The jury rejects the plea of accidental negligence. Sarah Boone is found guilty of second-degree murder. The sentence, life in prison.
The arguments of the state and the arguments of the defense. Court pronounces sentence as follows. Ms. Boone, court sentences you to life in the Department of Corrections, with credit time served that Madam Clerk will provide to you momentarily. There are also court costs and costs of prosecution, which Madam Clerk will give you the totals of momentarily. Due to the court levying a life sentence, the court is inclined to liquidate those to a civil judgment unless I hear opposition from the state.
She thought she could erase the night of February 23rd. She forgot that in the forensic era, the truth is not what you remember. It's what the system recovers. She attempted to erase the moment. The system indexed it. The evidence remained. The jury decided. Justice for Jorge Torres Jr. Karma is not a concept. It is a record. Thank you for joining us in this dissection of a predator. Subscribe to Karma Courtroom Files as we continue to shine a light into the darkest corners of the human heart. Because in this courtroom, the shadows may hide the crime, but the light always finds the truth. We will see you in the next case.